Sorry, ask the question again. We were having a really in-depth conversation in the green room before we got up here, and he was like, no, you got this. We were just talking about this, and I'm like, should we be doing this? Okay.
So when you tell somebody else's story, does somebody else, how do you find the sound of somebody else when you're trying to portray a character or a situation? How do you find that sound?
I think it's like just experimenting. Yeah. We're just having this conversation about Jill Scott, totally unrelated, but at the same time I'm gonna bring it up and then relate it back to me, and I may veer off and then come back, okay? I feel like you all are gonna follow me. Follow me, camera, okay. So we were talking about Jill Scott, and I was saying how I have not listened to her newest project as of yet, but I'm hearing all these mixed reviews. And I'm trying to ignore the mixed reviews because I don't want to be tainted, and I want to be able to listen to it for my own self. But I did listen to the fact that they said that she genre bends. And then I went into the story about how my dad, that was our favorite pastime, and that's how we spent time with each other, was through music and through movies. And what I didn't realize was at the time, when we were listening to these albums, and when I say across genres, I mean like Billy Idol, White Wedding was like one of my dad's favorite songs, believe it or not. And then we would go to like Thriller and all the Michael Jacksons and all the Jackson 5s. And it was interesting because I was saying to Toki, I was like, he was training my ear without me realizing that my ear was being in training. And it was to listen to storytelling. He always said the lyrics were the message. Don't listen to music if it doesn't have a message. I still listen to a little bit of other music that may not have a message, you know, we're all guilty of it. But that was the main attraction for me, and then obviously listening to the production. I say all that to say is that's how I curate what the sound is gonna be. Now, to put it to a person is very difficult, right? But say Gina, for instance, if I was gonna make a record about her, I would probably combine jazz, blues, and a little bit of pop. Just because like sometimes her personality is very like, hey Amanda, but then also she has this very deep, deep soul, and she's very insightful, and she's very introspective. So that's where the jazz and the blues comes in. So I would probably play with those sounds to try to get a sound that would match what Gina's story would be.